Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from BayCom's Corp, and believe me, with the kind of year BayCom seems to be having, I would not want to be a shareholder. The company just had its annual meeting, so we are going to see the vote results, who got elected to the board, how shareholders feel about executive pay, and which accounting firm got the thumbs up. Stick around, because even these seemingly boring details can tell us a lot about the health and direction of the company. Before we jump in, if you're into getting straight to the insights from corporate documents, make sure you are subscribed, and while you're at it, come join our community on Discord. The link is in the description below. Alright, so this is Form 8K, a report companies file to announce major events. In this case, BayCom is letting us know what happened at their annual meeting on June 17, 2025. The meeting covered electing directors, voting on executive compensation, and picking the accounting firm. Let's start with the election of directors. Shareholders voted on who they wanted to sit on BayCom's board for the year 2026. The list of names includes Bhupen Amin, Harpreet Chaudhry, Kiri Colwell, George Guarini, Dennis Guida Jr., Lloyd Kendall Jr., Janet King, Robert Laverne, and Sivya Majid. Now it looks like all the nominees were approved. You can see how many votes each person got with votes for, votes withheld, and broker non-votes. This is extremely standard stuff, but votes withheld just show that some shareholders weren't completely thrilled with certain candidates. While it won't affect the results if that number is substantial in other companies, it could signal a larger issue in other reports. Next up is executive compensation, which is a fancy way of asking, do you think the top bosses are getting paid fairly? BayCom's shareholders voted on an advisory, meaning non-binding proposal, which means if the shareholders screamed no, the board of directors could turn around and ignore them completely and do whatever they want. However, it is still very important for the board because they would feel the tension of being bad leaders if they completely disregarded concerns. And it looks like people are not thrilled with how much the executives make, those that vote against. 233,006 people voted against, while 6,268,041 voted for. And while this compensation plan did get approval, it's something to keep an eye on. Plus, do not forget the 69,807 people that just said, I simply will not vote. Lastly, shareholders had to ratify or approve the appointment of the independent registered public accounting firm. You see, the company hired Moss Adams LLP merged with, or in simpler terms, joined with, another company called Baker Tilly US LLP. So in essence, it's just formality because most people don't care that much about who the accountant is. However, a company can theoretically choose to rig their books if the accountant turns a blind eye to it. The company's shareholders approved it. Overall, the annual meeting was a success and shareholders were able to get the issues that they wanted addressed. Now, looking at these events from today's report, they actually send an important message about the company. First, shareholders aren't that thrilled with the executives' compensation. That usually means the management team isn't hitting their goals or shareholders see some sort of injustice. I wouldn't be surprised if there were some high-level shakeups in the coming years to try to resolve the issue. It has also been a rough year, changing accounting firms and all. However, hopefully next year things will go smoothly, but I always prefer to make decisions based on historical trends versus single events. Alright, that's our breakdown of BayCom's latest filing. What do you think about it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Also, don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.